We begin tonight with the second whistleblower. The second whistleblower is represented by the same team of lawyers representing the first whistleblower, but the second whistleblower has what one of those lawyers describes as, quote, firsthand knowledge that supported the first whistleblower. The New York Times reports firsthand knowledge suggests testimony that might bolster the impeachment case against Mr. Trump and further undermine one of his main defense claims, that the accusations against him are based on inaccurate secondhand information. The chairman of the House Intelligence Committee, Adam Schiff, urged other potential whistleblowers to come forward, telling the New York Times, "We thank them for their courage, we thank them for their patriotism, and we hope others will follow their courageous example."
Okay, so now the media is all excited about whistleblower number 2. We got a second whistleblower. We got a second whistleblower. And he has first-hand information. First-hand. Okay, so let's look at this. Has anybody actually thought about this? Apparently there were at least 2 whistleblowers. Both very conveniently represented by the same law firm. So you got whistleblower number 1 and whistleblower number 2. Now let's look at the differences. Apparently, whistle number 1 only had secondhand information, while whistleblower number 2 had firsthand information. So, come on, well, which one would you use? Which one would you have come forward? The guy with the number 1 with the secondhand information, or the second guy, whistleblower with first-hand information? Of course, you'll go, obviously, with the one with first-hand information. But what did they do? They went with whistleblower number 1 with second-hand information. So you have to ask yourself this question: why? Why would they go with whistleblower number 1 that had second-hand information? And eventually, first of all, President Trump actually was his own whistleblower. They didn't expect this. He released first-hand information in the form of the transcript of the phone call. That is something that all these whistleblowers in the media, and especially in Congress, the Democrats in Congress, never expected, that Trump would release the transcript of the phone call. So that was first-hand information, and whistleblower number 1 only had second-hand information. Not only that, whistleblower number 1 that they put forward with only second-hand information was proven to be a liar, because he or she lied about not having any contact with Congress. And it turned out that whistleblower number 1, Mr. Secondhand or Miss Secondhand information, was in contact with a member of Schiff's congressional staff. So, and they lied on their form, so discredited. So what to do? Conveniently, they came up with whistleblower number 2, who now we learn fed the information, the secondhand, to whistleblower number 1. But now we got number 2. So this is absolutely ridiculous. Why? You have to ask yourself this question: why did they go first? If they had two whistleblowers with one with secondhand information, one with firsthand information, why did they start out with the whistleblower with secondhand information? Please, that's the big question here. Is weird whistleblower dynamics. Now, it doesn't matter what whistleblower number 2 says anymore. Now, whistleblower number 2 says, no, I have firsthand information. Well, yeah, we all have the firsthand information. It was a transcript that nobody expected President Trump to release. He completely pulled the rug from under him. And you can see that let's look at the reaction from these CBS reporters right after the release of that transcript that nobody expected would happen, and you could take a look.
There still is not an explicit quid pro quo here. So
exactly.
Is this a big bowl of nothing?
I agree with you completely. There's no quid pro quo. There's no explicit promise or threat here.
You got that? It turned out that, according to these reporters from CBS, again, no friend of Trump, that it was a big bowl of nothing, and there was no quid pro quo. So no matter how many whistleblowers, it can come up with whistleblower 3, number 4, number 5, you know, as many as they want. And by the way, notice how they're all seem to be intelligence officials, CIA. Doesn't this smell of silent coup, my impeachment? Yeah, the Democrats that were lecturing us about accepting the election results are not accepting the election results, and they don't want Trump to go into the next election. This is all about keeping Trump from being elected next year. So, again, I'm going to finish up just a basic question. If they had 2 whistleblowers, why did they go? Why did they lead with a whistleblower with only secondhand information when they had one with firsthand information? And we only found out about the one with firsthand information, whistleblower number 2, after whistleblower number 1 bombed due to only having secondhand information, but especially because he was caught or she was caught lying about not having contact with Schiff staff. So just a little something to think about, and I'll see you guys later.